Results section. Now, results section of an original article begins by presenting the results that directly address your primary objective. State what you found in simple, precise sentences. Use past tense. Since you are reporting completed work, so it should always be in the past tense that you have already done with your work. For example, plant height significantly decreased in cadmium treated groups compared with the controls. Secondly, follow a logical sequence. Organize your results in the same order as your methods or research questions. This should be a common sequence which includes biological experimental parameters. For example, growth, then continuing with the biochemical and continuing with the molecular results. From general to specific, from primary outcomes to secondary outcomes. Maintain a flow. Then use tables and figures very, very wisely, because tables and figures add clarity to your work. Do not duplicate them in the text. In the text, you can write, summarize or highlight only the key points given in the tables. Refer to tables and figures properly. Table 1 in the bracket and or table 2 or figure 2, write them in the bracket. You should avoid copying the entire table into the text. Only write the significant parts, such as cadmium exposure significantly reduced root length by 25%, table 2 in the bracket. Then number 4 points is that statistic reporting should be very, very correctly done. If your studies include statistical tests, mention them. P-values, confidence intervals, effective size if applicable. This should be given very, very clearly because that gives adds a value to your work. For example, cadmium caused a significant reduction in chlorophyll content. So this shows that cadmium is toxic to the plants. So your results should be very specific and statistically significant. Now, number 5 is that be objective, no interpretation. The results should be only factual. Do not explain why they occurred, because this all should be given in the discussion section. So, like cadmium treated plants showed a 40% reduction in protein content. But do not say this. This reduction occurred because of cadmium inhibits enzyme activity. Leave this part for the discussion. Now, keep your results clear, concise, and non-repetitive. Do not repeat the same data in multiple formats. Be consistent in units, abbreviations, and statistical opening. All these should be organized under logical headings. You can use subheadings, because some journals, they allow subheadings. You can consult their instructions to author. If they allow it, then you can use these subheadings such as growth parameters, biochemical attributes, stress responses, indicators. If not, if the journal is not allowing it, then otherwise you can write it without headings but in a very logical flow. Then comes the non-significant findings. Do not hide them. You always will get some findings which are scientifically non-significant, but these are scientifically valuable, so do not hide them. You can say this, you say it like this: no significant difference in carotenoid content was observed between treatments. Bracket P less than P more than 0.5. Now comes the part where visuals are used, such as charts, graphs, and images. They help in presenting trends and comparison. Bar graphs for comparing the various groups that you've made. Line graphs for the changes that you've observed over time, or scatter plots for any relationships that you've studied. And then make an optional summary, for example, and with a short summary, like you may add brief statement to connect the major findings. For example, in summary, cadmium stress negatively affected growth and key biochemical parameters in the wheat. Thank you very much. Good luck with your result section.